but people who aren't fucking cowards, who aren't afraid to speak their mind, right? Candace Owens reacting to Joe Rogan, reacting to a CIA video of Erika Kirk? Huh. Let's get into it.
Justice for Aubrey. Justice for Aubrey. I'm going to pour some out for Aubrey because this is crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. It's evil, actually. And then she's like, my turning point family, my turning point family. How did you put this person through this? It's sick, actually. It's very disturbing. You're angry. Why? Because somebody can't vent. And she says she never did vent to the Uber driver. Uber driver says they vented. Who cares? You're not required to like your boss when you get home, by the way. I have no idea what they say about me in the control room when they get home. It's not my business, you know what I mean? Anyway, adding more to the Israel firsters' frustrations is the fact that everybody can see that something's not right with Turning Point USA and Erika Kirk, and that includes the biggest podcaster in the world, Joe Rogan. They were so angry because he went on his show and just kind of said water is wet. Take a listen.
Yeah, that Elvis is real. Like, we used to have a fun, kind of playful conspiracy.
Tupac's still alive.
Yeah. And then now it's all out of whack.
Now it's Macron's got a dick.
Exactly.
I've heard Erika Kirk's got a dick. I've heard that one.
Whoa, well, she seems thrilled right now.
She's an odd duck.
She's a kook for sure.
You ever seen the compilation of her making crazy eyes?
No.
There's a video of her making demon eyes, and every time she makes the eyes, the music.
Have y'all seen that? It's absolutely insane. It's a good watch. If you haven't seen it yet, go look it up. It's incredible.
So ridiculous.
She's possessed.
Well, she just gets intense.
She seems she's having a good time. Well, she was on a reality show, you know.
Yes.
So she's a star.
A little bit.
Maybe.
She was also in some weird CIA documents or CIA films.
Is that right?
Like, yeah. You ever seen those films?
No.
See if you can find those films. There's some weird, like, internal films that they made that she was a part of.
She looks like if a pageant girl was grown up.
100%.
There, look at that.
Yeah, well, I mean, she essentially was a pageant lady,
Oh, really?
right? Wasn't she in, like, Miss USA or one of those things?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wasn't she,
She's
Jamie?
got that kind of face.
Well, there's a thing that people want, right? That attention, fame thing.
Yeah.
That is what they really want. Okay, so Jamie will find it.
Vulnerable that we've presented to congressional officials. 1 being cyber, 2 being hackers, 3 being physical threats, 4th one is solar EMP, and the 5th one is man-made EMP. So the concern that we have is that we put out this critical information, and when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
Well, there are 18 critical infrastructures. It's weird, but
Very weird. She's doing a CIA informational video.
Weird.
like an acting gig, or is this something else?
Perhaps, or,
I know,
you
I'm
know,
just asking.
but even so, you're doing an
Yeah.
acting gig for the CIA. Who calls you for that?
Yeah.
You ever get one of those calls?
No.
No, I never got one of those calls.
And my agent never hit me with that one.
Yeah. It's odd. Well, there's a lot of people that think that she was his handler. She was Charlie Kirk's handler. But of course, there's a lot of people that think I have handlers.
It's not the same. Okay, the people that think Joe has handlers, it's completely different from Erika Kirk being Charlie Kirk's handler. I mean, it makes way more sense. She's in CIA videos. She's in these like nefarious, kind of odd videos. Like, who's in a CIA video? That doesn't make any sense to me, right? And then all of a sudden you're Charlie Kirk's handler, and then, you know, if you watch Candace Owens break down all the evidence and all the information surrounding his death and all the circumstances and coincidences that happened, it's kind of odd, you know. And then obviously the administration not properly investigating the assassination. So, I mean, it's not far-fetched to think that she might have some involvement with the CIA, right? Maybe she's not necessarily his handler, more so than she has connections in the CIA, and she had his ear. So there's a high likelihood that maybe she was reporting to somebody, or maybe she was trying to sway his opinion behind the scenes because she had access. I think it's really weird, and you know, it's kind of crazy that they pointed it out, because I didn't even know she was in this advertisement. It's insane.
Again, he's just speaking common sense, and I love that he addressed particularly the CIA documentary, because they came out and they were suddenly trying to gaslight us and were, well, the CIA didn't produce the documentary. Okay, yes, but the head of the CIA is in it. Okay, you got to get approval from the CIA to be in a CIA documentary. That doesn't just happen casually. Like he says, are you getting that phone call from your agent? And no, she's not acting. She's specifically referring to her mother's business model, EMPs. So she's not acting. She's involved. And so people, of course, online were so angry about it. The Israel Firsters, Mark Levin, tweeted this. Is this some AI production? If not, what a total disgrace. Then this Eitan Fishberger said, this is some sick stuff from Joe Rogan, as if Erika hasn't been through enough already. How about just acknowledging that you do not have the power to transform reality? Just you're losing this repeat battle to try to tell us that up is down and down is up. And everybody can sense that something is not right with Erika. Everybody can sense that it is not normal for somebody to lie. It's not normal for an organization to be angry, even if Joe Kent had released every single message and said, this is what Charlie was going through. How would that hurt Erika? Somebody explain how that would hurt Erika to get closer to determining what was going on in his life in the last few days, especially when people are lying. None of this would be weird if Josh Hammer came out and was like, dang, we were, he was pretty fired up the day before. I feel so bad. That was our last conversation. They were honest about what happened in the Hamptons. It happened.
That's such a good point. I know she's kind of getting into her bag right here, but I just want to pause and just highlight the fact that it is odd that Erika Kirk is so upset and so almost combative when it comes to details being released and being investigated into her husband's death. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's it's almost impossible. Like, nobody does that, right? Nobody gets upset or gets combative when investigations are ongoing about their husband or wife being assassinated on fucking live TV. It's insane.
Happens. You get into arguments with people. If I got into an argument with somebody and the police asked me, I wouldn't be up there like, we never had any issues at all. We never even had one miscommunication. No, that is, he just loved me every second of nothing was weird. I would be like, oh my gosh, we had a massive fight yesterday. Here are the messages. I feel so terrible. Are you kidding me? Gosh, life can be taken from him at any moment. They don't know how to just be normal and not lie. Just tell the truth. And don't get upset if you believe somebody else is telling the truth. And that's what they're angry about. They're angry that Joe Kent is echoing what everyone has said. We all told the truth instantly. I told you the truth based off of my discussions with Charlie about where his headspace was at when it came to Israel. I didn't need Joe Kent for that. I didn't even know Joe Kent at all. Had never had a single communication with Joe Kent until after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. That is the honest to God truth. I didn't know this man at all. And so this whole idea that everyone's colluding to tell the truth. Megyn Kelly told the truth. Tucker Carlson told the truth. And you guys hate us for that. You guys want us canceled and attacked for having the spine to do what you did not. You were going to allow a hostile takeover of his legacy, and we said hell no. So there it is. Anyway, I'm going to, I didn't realize we were kind of running up against time, and I want to get...
I'm going to stop it here, but the last thing I want to say is that I think it's really important for people like this to exist in our society. People who you might not agree with on everything, people that you might disagree with on a lot, actually, but people who aren't fucking cowards, who aren't afraid to speak their mind, right? The Nick Fuentes, the Candace Owens, right? The Joe Kents, people that aren't afraid to say what they want to say and say what they need to say, even if it hurts some people's feelings, because that's the society we live in as Americans. So props to Candace for reporting this stuff out. I think she's doing amazing work. I hope that she finds more information and she can come to the bottom of it or bring more things to light when it comes to Charlie and all this other stuff. So, but without further ado, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, consider subscribing and dropping a like. I'm trying to grow this community, trying to grow this channel. I'm going to be pretty active. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.